How is the skills disruption affecting the organization?
Internally, I think it's such an interesting story around the skills disruption. I think my whole career there's been a skills disruption. And the biggest mistake that I think I've made in my career is trying to focus on one end of the continuum. So I loved how Jay was saying this tension between the individual. Our team members are craving, they almost want to be drowned in skills development. They want to be drowning in volume. And then the tension of that with the resources that we have available, what the organization wants people to develop, the we're all being brainwashed, as learning leaders, be very strategic, be very intentional, focus on the few things that are going to make a difference. I'm struggling. So I think focusing on either one, on either end, has been my mistake, and sort of finding a happy middle, if it exists. That's where I'm hoping we can go, but I don't think there's an easy answer to this.
As you think about how the pandemic has shaped the business, what are some of the emerging needs that you're seeing in the organization, not only in learning, but just how is talent changing and how is the makeup of the workforce changing?
I think it's all about agility, honestly. When you think about that weekend that the world shut down, we were really balancing a few different things at CDW. One of them was everyone was being asked to do their jobs differently than they had just been the day before. Well, technology enables people to do that. So we had a commitment to our customers to help them figure this out and navigate this world that, by the way, none of us have ever lived in before. So it was about making sure that we were able to all lean into the experts that we did have on the team to quickly learn and ramp and be able to really serve as those advisors to our customers who were also trying to figure this out.
What kinds of things are you doing around career pathing and making sure that really employees have those opportunities to be agile?
The skills work that was shared earlier by I4CP was really interesting, and it's in healthcare, especially, and I think in a lot of other environments, right? We talk about the folks that never really went to hybrid, right? Never worked from home, the ones that are on the job working. And in some ways, their jobs haven't changed significantly, right? Because what they were doing before. But we have just a tremendous talent shortage, right? I'm sure you're seeing that, right? And many other ones are, but in proportions that we've never seen before. And what people are looking for is more meaning to the work that they do. And how do we help people develop that? And at an early point in the life cycle. So we're looking at much more of a life cycle view across things.
What do you believe leaders need to do differently, and what are you doing differently to equip leaders to lead in this new environment?
We're doing some side coaching about things called empathy and making sure you have shared understanding. Because when you're used to a certain type of manager and other leaders who may not be your manager but are going forward, that lack of empathy can really impact you a different way if your leader you're normally working with has more.
So Janice, what about at Freighter? I would think, you have a workforce where well-being and being resilient is taking on increasing importance. How are you managing that in your organization?
So we've been doing a number of things every single month to keep in front of folks, what's available to them, to bring to them on the job for those people who are, in our facilities all the time. We've also we're starting another initiative right now, which is really to stop unnecessary meetings. During COVID, we saw this rise in the number of meetings, right? Every meeting went to 30 minutes, and now we've got, 16 meetings or 20 meetings every day instead of what we used to have. So we have all these meetings, and everybody feels like they have to be there.